This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Welcome back. What you call, what's the lonesomest bayou they say? By yourself? Here I am by myself, by yourself today. Thank God to all the guys that have helped me with doing this. We're doing 2 shows in one. So if you're watching this show, the good Lord willing, the hurricane's not gonna blow them away, I'm gonna be in Cozumel, Mexico with my godchild, Bobby Black. I don't know how to say this, they're going to put him in a bind, but all the expenses paid for me. And he got fishing trips planned up, offshore, inshore. The only thing we wanted to go after bonefish, but they don't allow you but one man to a boat or wade. I don't know if I'm ready to wade. I waded Grand Isle, I waded on the islands over there where Tofield and them used to do, but I waded in Falls River. But going someplace I don't know, it got cut a little shorter. We were supposed to go to Belize. So if you're watching this, the good Lord's willing, I'm in Mexico. Say a prayer. I'm safe. My health's been good, thank God. So this week, I'm gonna try to give y'all a heads up. I told y'all this past week that I've been trying to get Tommy Abbott. He did send me some stuff. I couldn't get the pictures to download. So when the first part of the show, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm also, that the fishing report is gonna be pretty good because they're coming in, they've been pretty steady. Remind y'all again, the Star's going on. It's not too late to go buy a ticket. Before you weigh in the fish, you got to have your ticket. It got to be, it's been in and been registered. Don't just wait to buy your ticket. Go buy your ticket right now. $750,000 in prizes. And I'm talking about from boats, trucks, cars, fishing packages, so many small boats and stuff for kids. It's the #1 fishing tournament in the country right now. You can't get anything better. Remember, one more time, $750,000 in prizes. So when I come back, I'm gonna start off with that report I gave you from that tournament report. So stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Old School Barbecue.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Gonna try some oddball stuff. Stop number 1, right out the mouth of the canal, the north end of the twin span. Fish number 1. Let's see what kind of day we're gonna have today. Him in the chin. Pretty rare to get a throwback right here. This is usually a spot I fish for nice big, 2 and 3 pounders a lot of times, but got a few throwbacks right now. The Pearl River's been high. When you get fresh water, typically means the fish can be a little bit smaller. If you get saltier years, they get bigger, but nevertheless, getting some bites. Tattooed it, boy. That fish tattooed it. These are great eating size fish. If the limit was still 12, these all would be keepers. I have to put the measuring stick on him. Using a Midnight Mullet Matrix. That's like a purplish hue tint with this one's got a lot of glitter, great flash in the water with a clear belly. So whenever I'm fishing this bridge and also the causeway, these are almost identical. They got big round pollens that support the bridge. I like to try and throw it through the pollens. It's a kind of a tight cast, so your casting accuracy's got to be good to make that cast. So if I'm at this angle where the boat's positioned, where I can slip a cast through a pollen set, I really like to do that. Then, once the boat is at a different angle, I'll show you a different cast I like to make. These fish typically are going to be glued to the pollens. So casting accuracy and keeping it close to the pollens is important. So if I'm at this boat angle, I'm going to run it parallel to the pollens, and I want that lure to come right down them. It's going to make some little pops right down the bridge pollens. Now the boat's starting to swing past it. That's what you want. Got a bunch of fish here. They're not very big. Yeah, I could come here tomorrow and it'd be all 16, 17 inches. So I just wanted to give this a look. I'm glad to see life on the bridge, but I wish the fish were a little bit bigger. All right, so that fish was left side of the pollens. Let's see if they got a school of them on the right side. So I'm going to throw it up underneath. I put my rod tip to the left like that when the lure hits the water to try and keep the slack close to the bridge pollens. If I put it on this side, it's just going to, when I'm retrieving it, it's going to drag the lure away from the bridge. You don't want that. You want to keep that lure close to the bridge at all times. And that goes to say this is identical for you folks that live closer to the causeway and you've been wanting to give it a try and you don't know how to fish it. Well, this is how you do it right here. So, there's no point in me running from Slidell all the way to the causeway to give you guys a little technique tip, because the bridge is set up the same, and this is how you do it out there too. So my first cast, I try to shoot it through the little gap. I missed there, it hit the bridge, but where it landed in the water was still in a fairly good spot, so I'm going to finish out the retrieve. And then my next cast, as the boat gets closer, I'm going to throw it to that back pollen. I'm going to use the boat to help my cast too. I'm going to push the boat this way. That way when I bring it down these pollens, the boat's going this way, which is going to help me keep the lure close to the bridge pilings throughout the entire cast. Alright, so we comb that pretty good. And then as your lure comes past the back piling, it's not a bad idea to let it sweep and get in front of that last piling. We comb those three, not a bite. Now I'm going to rub these pilings, these 3 poles again on the right side. Tide's coming in right now, so it's coming from east to west. So I always like to throw it to get these perfect angled casts and to jig that lure and graze these pilings and rub it. You really want to be fishing with the current. Throwing against it's going to be a lot harder. Alright, well that was the first piling without a fish. And if these fish don't go up in size, we're going to have to move. Let's see here. Well, 2 pilings in a row without a fish. Looks like it. Oh, he was way off. Again, look at these fish. That is super small for Lake Pontchartrain. And super small for this particular spot. But that could be the males coming in first, and maybe the females will be behind it. These are very small for this particular spot. I usually catch some really nice fish here. I'm very surprised it's the little males like that. See what's on the back side of this piling. Oh, good bite, but I felt him a little. Again, it didn't feel like a very big one. Okay, there's your keeper. What we got here? That fish was way off the bridge. That was a bad cast I made. Oh yeah. Now look at that, guys. Dink, dink, dink. And then a legitimate Pontchartrain mule. I mean, that's a 17, 18-inch fish. I'm using that midnight mullet today. This is the size fish. Typically, this is all I catch when I come here. Midnight mullet, you know, before we get shrimp really in the waters here, they're still on fin fish. One of the biggest food chain supplies for these beautiful speckled trout like this is little finger mullets. This is a good little color imitation for it. And a 3-inch matrix shad, and that's a beauty there, baby. Alright. What about 5 or 7 sets of poles without a bite? So, too pretty of a day to sit here and grind on something. Today's the type of day.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and let me see if I can get enough words out here. You know, thank God for these last few weeks, most of this fill-in we've been doing, and I don't know if you call it fill-in, it's some of the best video and information you can get from Chad Champagne. Some people say Champagne, some people say Champagne, but the people in South Louisiana say Champagne. Dockside TV, Matrix Shad, that's his thing, and I'm going to tell you what, one of the youngest fishermen, he's always in the know. Other captains lean on him. He don't worry about you crowding him. He's giving you so much information. You watching you can watch him use the techniques. But so I'm gonna go back like I promised Tommy I would do, and I told him it's hard for me to copy all this, but I'm gonna try to read it off what he sent me. Don't know if the pictures are gonna come through, but Marty here is gonna try to help me send it to Chris and download it a different way. So he sent me some photos anyway for the last 3 weeks. I'm still going to try to get him here, because if I get him here, he can just tell me some of the things that happened, good, bad, what happened, and how you can join, or how you can get your high school team, or how you can get your neighborhood team, how you can participate. This is the fastest growing sport in the country right now, high school and junior bass fishing. Remember what I told you. Joe Macalusa told me years ago, we started this show 20-something years ago, and we started, Joe always giving the high school reports in his newspaper article. He's still there. He's a legend. He's still there. And he gives these reports, and he gives those who's winning in the national tournaments or whatever. So Joe Macalusa, God bless him, he's been one of the best outdoor news people, correspondents in the world, okay? Now, let me see if I can come in third or fourth. One of the best, and try to give these youth what they deserve. Now, this just come from Tommy, and this was for the weekend, or the week of May 19th, the Louisiana Youth Bass Nation West Trial Champ, and that was, hold on, I hit the wrong one. Hold on. This is the Youth Bass Nation Trail Championship and top 3 finishers. Here, 2024 Youth Bass National Trail Champions, top 3 finishers. Youth Bass Nation West Trail Champions, Tyler Covington and Brantley Tate from Walker High School. Second was Dustin Morales, Samuel Cobb Jr. from Livingston Parish. Third was Caleb Roblin and Jordan Sibley, Denham Springs. Now, the Louisiana Youth Bass Nation North Trail Champions with Garrett Hooker, Samuel Reichel from Oak Hill High School. Second was Darren Oquan, Alec Landry from Assumption High School, Cody Caboni and William Reynolds from Live Oak High School. Louisiana Youth Nation East Trail Champions Travis Mesh, Charles Watson, Rain Bass Team, Deaton LeBlanc, and Christian Goins from Denham Springs, Cody Carboni and William Reynolds from Live Oak. And that all came from them. He sent some pictures. I don't know if they're going to come up. All right, Louisiana Youth Bass Junior Bass Masters Anchors competed May 19, 2020, the legendary Lake Raven in Jasper, Texas. And here we go for the Junior Bassmaster Division. 4 out of 10 spots went to Louisiana. Now, these are national tournaments now. So Louisiana junior teams were second place, Cole Watkins, Luke Delaney with the Junior Southwest Bassmasters. Sixth place went to Homer Christian team of London, Graubert, and James Bouquet. Ninth place was Parkview Baptist team of Max Daniel and Carter Ufnack. And that's it. They ran out of the top 10. That's pretty good showing, huh? 4 out of 10 in the nation. So now let me go up. And I think we got one more, and I might be repeating my other ones he gave earlier, but this is the youth bass division, high school division. You ready? Starting the high school finishers from Louisiana. In second place was Ridge Mobile and Evan Oquam from Assumption, Mustang. Third place we had was a tie with 2 teams from Louisiana. From the newly revived Santa Ma High School Bass Club, that team of Cade Fontenot and Jerry Russo Rougeau, there you go, who shared the third spot with Glenmore High's Justin Blaze and Chance Babb. Both teams took home some hardware and a check and a spot in the NASA. Sixth place, fishing along with Bryce Youngblood from Suffolk, Brady Talbot and Hunter King with Live Oak High School in ninth place, and lock out another spot for Team Louisiana. Second overall winner, Suffolk High School team took 12th place as Cade Ellender and Caden Doucette punched the ticket to the national tournament, okay? 13th place, locking in a last national championship bid on the day was Catholic High Baton Rouge, Porter Morrison, and Brady Morgan. So when I come back, I'm going to give you a little more fishing report. I'm going to call it a day. Watching Paradise, Louisiana. What's the name of this place? Pelican Sports TV. No, I'm sorry. You can watch them all over. They're streaming wherever you want to. We still right now on Cox 4. We're on AT&T on different channels. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. We'll be back later.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana and Berkeley. Albert Garcia Fishing Report. Hey, guys, I'm getting hoarse again. I've been running through this pretty good, but, this is our first show in June that you're watching right now. It'll probably air, first airing would be June 6th all the way through the 11th. You can watch it on Pelican Sports TV. You can watch it on Cox 4 starting on that Wednesday. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on AT&T. If people ask you where it's at, you can go to our website and ask them where we're at, when we're showing. But don't forget, you can go to YouTube and you can watch it, old events, ever. If you remember what number you was on, you want to go back and look at an event, don't ask me because we did over, 1,175 shows. So just giving you a heads up. I want to know. Now, as far as the fishing report, last week I gave you one, told you I'm going to be out. But if you want to check right now, you check it. Number one, check the Advocate, Joe Macalusa. Check the websites, call Island Marina. You call all those marinas right now. Call the Venice Marina. Go to Facebook. The captains are always giving their reports. Venice is unbelievable. The Carters and all those captains, Venice Fishing, you go to them websites, you can go to just pull them up, and people are showing you monster trout they're catching, okay? Catching every kind of fish you can imagine. At my camp right there, Salt Bayou, people catching 5 and 6 species of fish off their porch. I got a lot of people asking me, where can I fish off the bank? Okay, well, right now, Elmer's Island and all them things that are going on and all the beaches that you know, give it a shot. Call to get ahead, try to find out. Again, I'm going to tell you, you can call Miss Angie and Mr. and the people at the land and Mr. David and all those over there at Island Marina. You can call the point and we're going to tell you. Mike Brantley, I've been showing his pictures every week. He's on the website. All those captains, Chris, Dudley, Mike Gallo, they all catching fish right now. A lot of them have been booking, but they're booking right now for June, July, and August, and it's the hottest part of the year. Remind y'all again, there's a lot of big rodeos coming up, all right? All our famous rodeos, they're going to start in June, and they're going to go to 4th of July weekend and all the way to the end of July. I'm talking about Fall Pie, Grand Isle Rodeo, Swole Fest, first part of June. It ain't but 2 weeks away. You can still be a sponsor. You can still book your room. And that's going to be right there at Grand Isle Marina, right there, where the platform where the Grand Isle Rodeo is, where all the people, they got all the hotels are back up and running now since the storms. Everything is in good shape. So if you get ready, plan ahead, this is the time to go. Rodeo, let me see, they got totally, and the biggest rodeo going, Star still going on. Make sure you got your ticket. Check the weather, watch it. Hurricane season started. All the news report says we're going to have the highest number of named storms in century. Now, we had the same thing a few years back. We got some storms. El Nino, they talk about. I ain't no weather reporter, but you just see when storms are coming. Make sure you got your stuff insured. Make sure you're getting ready so you have to stay home. You got generators, whatever, and be safe. That's it. We'll see y'all next week when I get back. God bless Louisiana. Thank you again, Marty and Alan. One more time. God bless Louisiana. Keep it safe.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.